come on in here. We are live in a couple places. So shout out to all of you. As you are coming in, comment passive income in the chat. Comment passive income in the chat. Yes. I'm pinning a comment real quick. I'm excited to talk to y'all. It's like, even though I was on here yesterday talking to y'all, I'm excited to talk to y'all today. Comment passive income in the chat. Let me go ahead and get this loaded up, because we got some money to make. Hey, YouTube. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Danny. We got some money to make. I want you guys to comment. In addition, right, you guys are commenting passive income. I want you to comment your number. How much money? Let's go ahead and manifest. What did we talk about yesterday? If you were in my live yesterday, we said you have to select your blessing, project the feeling of having your blessing, expect your blessing, and then collect your blessing. So I want you guys to comment the number. What is the number? Is it 100K a year? Is it 50K a year? What is that number in passive income that is like, Ellie, this is what we need to do, because this is going to change a whole lot of things for me. She said $500,000 and I love it. 500K, 200K, period. Excuse me, 100K a year. I love that. And the great thing about these numbers and the fact that we should absolutely make them big is that your passive income is a complement to your active income. But remember, with your online business, your active income can absolutely become passive, okay? Hold on, let me put my phone on D&D. People be calling me. I'm like, you see me on live, why are you calling me? So the way that that happens specifically, I want you to realize that when you get your business to a place where it is automated, you're selling digital products, you are leveraging systems, you're leveraging tools, that active income that was once active adds into your passive income, because now certain elements of your business are making money on repeats. So 500K in passive income or 100K in passive income, whatever that number, you've got to know that it is absolutely doable. And there's a few different systems that you can pull in order to make them all happen, because that's absolutely the goal. You guys need to go back on my podcast. In 2022, I think it was, I interviewed Terry Igioma, and she's an amazing investor, trader, just fantastic. And she shared at that time, this was 2022, mind you, okay? Her passive investments make her $1 million a year. Like, all the investments that she's made in her portfolio are at the point where she will make $1 million a year regardless. Whether she decides to get out of bed, whether she decides to ever pick up the phone, just $1 million regardless. And I'm like, yes, Black woman, yes. So it is definitely possible, more than possible. It's absolutely achievable. And ever since she told me that on that podcast interview, that has been my goal, because I'm like, if a person can do it and she's not the only one, it's just a matter of taking certain steps to get there. And mind you, from what I understand, the most of her portfolio is in stocks, right? So imagine you also having things like your online business, you also having things, excuse me, like vending machines, you also having things like real estate. You also having things like cars that you're renting out. You also buying businesses. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about today. So, diversifying the ways in which you achieve that income means that you can make more. Child, $1 million a year and you don't even have to get out of bed? Sign me up. Yeah. Sign me up. I want it and I want it now. So let's get into how we are going to secure passive income this year. And, there's a huge, I feel like, idea that passive income is hard to make, or that it takes a lot of time to get to passive income. But here's the thing, because of the fact that you all have businesses, and if you don't, that's a good thing that you follow me, because I'm definitely going to teach you how to start up a business. But you all have businesses, you're in position to start building business credit, securing business funding, and being able to leverage OPM, other people's money, is what puts you in position to start earning passive income faster, right? A lot of the time, people think that in order for you to be making money passively, you need to have a lot of active money. You need to have a lot of money in your account right now. But that's not the case. Why? Because now that we understand how to do it the way that white folks have been doing it for years and years and years, it has always been about leveraging other people's money. I want you guys to comment the word leverage. I want you guys to comment the word leverage. Comment the word leverage. Oops, sorry, y'all. And let me turn on my AC, because me and the baby getting hot. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Okay.
Siri here. Let me know if I can help.
Siri, thank you. No thanks. Okay, boom. She said leverage. Philip, you been silly. Yes, y'all, leverage. So the credit system, right, and the ability to borrow were created in like the 50s. I think it's like 58 or 59, something like that. And it's recorded, right, that the first billionaires, okay, were created when the ability to borrow money from banks was instituted. So what that shows us and what that lets us know is that when you can leverage debt in a good way, when you can borrow, when you can secure OPM, it allows you to jump so much faster to securing other assets, because now instead of you having to use your own cash to get there, you leverage other people's cash, as in the bank or a lending company or a credit union, whatever the case is, to get you the money that you need to go invest in the real estate, invest in the cars, invest in whatever the case is, to create those passive income streams. So one of the first keys to making sure that you secure passive income this year and that you start down that path is we have to make sure you guys understand how to secure funding, okay? Now, I'm not teaching you guys or talking to you guys about how to go get it in your personal name. Yes, it is important to have personal credit. Yes, you should be able to leverage your personal credit, but you don't want to expose yourself personally and your personal credit score to additional debt, right? Everything that you borrow should be in your business name. Always. It should be in your business name. This is why you form business entities. This is why when you have a business, you have a separate business credit profile, so that whatever is in your personal name stays in your personal name, and the loans or cards or lines of credit that you get in your business name stay in your business name. You always want to make sure that that is the case, because your personal credit is something that you can't get back again, right? We all know, if you've ever had bad credit or if you have it right now, we all know once your personal credit is tarnished, it's very difficult to get it back right. So we have to protect our personal credit. This is where business credit comes into play. The average multi-millionaire, right, or just even the average millionaire, has at least 43 different LLCs, okay, at least. So many more, I'm sure if you go up and up and up, right? But at least 40 different LLCs. And the strategy behind that is definitely asset protection, right? They probably have different assets that are owned by different entities so that you're not overexposed when it comes to, a lawsuit or anything. No one can just grab your assets. But in addition, right, every single business that you have can build business credit. Every single business that you have can secure funding on its own. Okay, so if you've got an LLC for your shea butter business, if you've got an LLC for property management, you've got a business that you want to get into setting up ATM machines, those are 3 different businesses. Those are 3 different business entities, and they are 3 different EINs. So the strategy behind having multiple LLCs is that it also positions you to have multiple sources of funding. So let's do the math on that, right? If every LLC out of those 40 LLCs has the ability to secure $100,000 in funding, which is a pretty standard amount in business funding, okay? So 40 times 100,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's $4 million in overall OPM that you have the ability to get by the fact that you have different assets, right? Now, does anyone want to have to manage $4 million in funding? Maybe not, right? So you may not go and secure $100,000 on 40 different LLCs at the same time. But the point is you have the option to do so and have the overall ability to secure that much and more, right? So when you've got that ability to leverage OPM in different ways and with different entities, it's going to exponentially, increase the rate at which you can buy assets that produce income, you can buy businesses. It's going to increase the rate at which you can invest in certain things that will make you more money. And that's where we see wealth start to build, right? Is when you've got a combination of things on top of another, so that whether you get out of bed or not, like Terry, you can be making $1 million a year like clockwork, okay? So the first thing is making sure you're set up correctly so that you can position yourself for funding. Because if you don't have $50,000 in cash, even if you have $50,000 in cash, you don't want to put your cash into the purchase of an asset because you need your cash, right? Cash is king. That's what we know. You need to keep that on board because you never know what can come up. Instead, you want to leverage funding. You want to leverage money. So one of the key first steps is, if you already have an LLC or multiple LLCs, your focus should be being as fundable as possible, okay? We want to be attractive to lenders. So that means we want to have a great business credit profile. Comment your business credit score in the chat if you know your score. What number? Comment at least one of your scores in the chat, and y'all have 3 different business credit scores, okay? And if you don't know it, just comment you don't know. But if you do know your business credit score or around what it is, comment that in the chat. Okay. How can you get a loan with an EIN? That's what we're going to talk about, Anna. Exactly. Yes. And student loans, listen, If you have any student loans, we don't want to add any other debt on our personal profile because they just really try to destroy us. All right, so I'm seeing some different scores, but mostly I'm seeing I don't know. Okay, that's all right, Philip. That's all right, Ivory Cutie. So here's the key thing, right? In order for us to be as attractive to lenders as possible, we want to be fundable, right? You've got to think about it as, if you want to invite a funding company over to your house, you want to have company. The house has to be clean, cannot be smelling like, stank. Laundry cannot be all over the floor because guess what? Funding doesn't want to come in. Or if they do come in, they're not coming back, or they're only staying for 5 minutes. So you've got to think about your business and your business credit profile and your business plan and your business structure in that same way. Okay, we got to have our house ready for company if we want company to stay and come back again. Okay, otherwise, don't invite company over because nobody wants to come up into a stanky, dirty house. All right. So one of the first things that you need to do to start being fundable is getting your business credit profile up. Okay. So what that looks like, there's a few different sites where you can know your business credit score and also build your business credit score. So one of them is nav.com, nav.com. That is basically like the Credit Karma of business credit. So you're going to go there, know your score, but as well, you want to make sure that you subscribe to one of their levels of subscription, usually their business booster plan. I believe it's $39 or $49 a month. That is going to build your business credit, that payment that you make for $39 or $49. And as well, that is what they're going to use to match your business up with lenders. Now, do you need to keep the business booster forever? No. I've, paid for it for a little over a year. Now that my business credit is where it is, it's not necessarily something that I continue to pay for. So that doesn't mean that has to be a lifetime payment that you make, but it is valuable for at least 6 months of history on your business credit profile. Now, in addition to that, y'all want to get an account with eCredible, okay? I talked to you guys about eCredible. I also have a link for them so you guys can get a discount on their monthly, but they're just $19.95 a month. They're going to build your business credit when you make that payment. It reports to your business credit. But what's key here is that if you have payments that you're making, right? Let's say you're paying your phone bill, maybe you're paying Wi-Fi in your business name, you have a studio space, you're buying inventory, you're buying things for your business on a monthly basis, but it's not benefiting you by reporting to your business credit. eCredible is going to report those payments. Okay. So when you, sign up for this, all the things you start paying that are not currently reporting are going to start reporting so that you get this additional boost in your business credit. So the first company I said was nav.com. The second company is eCredible. Okay. Now the 4 bureaus that you guys need to know. Okay. When it comes to being fundable, the number 1 bureau that you need to be paying attention to and ensure that you have good credit is Dun & Bradstreet. Dun & Bradstreet, aka your Paydex score. That is the number 1 profile that lenders are going to look at. That is the number 1, profile that your business credit will be pulled from. Lenders check in other places, but Dun & Bradstreet is the largest business credit reporting bureau. Now, do y'all have a DUNS number? Comment yes or no in the chat if you have a DUNS number. Yes. And YouTube, go ahead and like this live at the top. I think I understand that liking the live is a good thing. So go ahead and like this live for me, y'all. It's just like TikTok. You're supposed to like the live. Instagram, I feel like is a little different. But YouTube, yes, go ahead and like this live. Okay, so I see some yeses, some nos. So your DUNS number, just real quick, for those of you who don't have it, your DUNS number is not your EIN, but it is as important as your EIN. So your EIN is basically the social security number for your business. That is what allows you to file taxes. It's extremely important. You don't have a business if you don't have an EIN, but your DUNS number is the number that is associated with your paydex score and your business credit profile. So you need that number too, right? When you start building up business credit, before you ever get your first business credit card, ideally, before you ever get any type of loan, you need to have a DUNS number. So when you're going down your checklist of things that you should have in your business, the DUNS number is, on that list of things to do up at the top, with getting a bank account, with getting your EIN, with, getting your virtual address. Your DUNS number is up at the top of that list. So you want to make sure that you have that, because some applications will ask you for it directly. Some lenders will ask you for it directly so they can pull your score. In other ways, they're just able to access it anyway. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure you have that so that you can secure more funding and then be able to build more passive income. So the other bureaus that your score will be pulled from are Equifax, just like on the personal credit side, but it's business, Credit Safe, and Experian. Okay, so 4 main ones: Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, Credit Safe, and Experian. Okay, now you'll mostly see lenders pull from Credit Safe when you are applying for a loan or when you are applying for something in real estate, right? We don't see Credit Safe a lot, but you're going to see it when you're applying for a little bit of a bigger loan, and as well if you are in the space of like commercial real estate, or you're needing money to do a real estate project or something, an industry that's a little bit higher risk, such as trucking or opening up a commercial space or getting into real estate. That's where you'll see Credit Safe be pulled. All right. Now, not all, lenders report to every single bureau. That's why it's helpful to have programs like eCredible and others, so that even if you're paying for your American Express card or any other business credit card that you have, if they're only reporting to 2 bureaus, you want to make sure that you are giving your account information to eCredible so that it can report to all of your bureaus. Now, here's an additional thing you guys need to know, okay? So when you all do pull your reports to review and make sure everything is showing up correctly, if you find that there are certain accounts which are not reporting, then one of the best things that you can do is obtain a copy of your statement or your ledger from either that credit card company or that that merchant that you're paying, or whoever it is that you're making those payments to. Obtaining a copy of the statement or a ledger, as well as a copy of where it's reporting on another bureau. So like if it's reporting to Dun & Bradstreet, but it's not reporting to Equifax or Experian, then get a copy of where it's reporting to Dun & Bradstreet and a copy of your statement showing your history of payments. And you want to send this in to Equifax, Experian, Credit Safe, whatever bureau is not currently reporting those payments. And you want to be sure to ask for a manual review and adjustments. A manual review and adjustment. Now, the reason why this is so key to do, y'all know with personal credit, fixing anything on your personal credit feels like it takes forever. And it also feels like they really don't want to help you win. It's just I feel like they just want us to have that credit. You can only break the system if, you just stay persistent for like 2 years. But with business credit, you guys are going to see they're so much more responsive. They really don't play about it, especially when you know what you're doing and you're asking for things like I just told you, a manual review and adjustment. They want to make sure, because think about it, right? Businesses drive our economy. Businesses create jobs. Businesses push lending forward. The entire lending, institution outside of consumer borrowers, businesses are borrowing, right? So businesses hold a lot of weight. You've got to think how a lender thinks. Lenders see individuals, consumers, as risky, but instead they see businesses as opportunities. So when it comes to choosing who they're going to give money to, a individual consumer is like, okay, we see the profile, we see the credit, etc., but there's still a level of risk. However, when lenders are looking at businesses and the fact that this business is going to leverage this money to go and create jobs, create more money, boost the economy, it's seen as more of an opportunity. This is why when you look at the repetition of lending cycles, lenders give to businesses over and over again versus they may just give to individuals once. Businesses can go back and get an increase on their loan over and over and over again, or a different product over and over and over again. Whereas an individual, it doesn't really work like that. Okay. So you guys have really got to understand that when you have a business and you understand how to leverage it properly, you've really got some power. Okay. You've really got the goods. So always be checking your business credit profile. If you find that there are things that are not reporting, you want to make sure, thank you so much. You want to make sure that you request a manual review. So Danny, you said you can't find how to pull your score for CreditSafe or Equifax. Equifax is going to be on nav.com. CreditSafe is going to be on eCredible. You can also go directly to those companies and request a copy of your business credit report. Okay? You can do that as well. Yes. I recommend you keep NAV for at least 4 to 6 months, that subscription, so that you have 6 months of payment history. So we've got our foundation, right? These are a couple of accounts that you can add on to your business credit profile to clean up your house, right? Start preparing for funding and etc. But then additionally, in addition to that, you want to make sure that you also have additional accounts that are reporting. So tier 1 accounts, vendor accounts, retail credit card accounts. So these are things like gas cards, Amazon cards, Sam Club cards, etc. Just having a diversification on your business credit profile is key. Now, easy tier 1 accounts you can get online, things like Uline, Quill, so many others, right, that we're going to go over in the challenge. Other retail accounts, Amazon, Shell gas card, Chevron, Dell, Best Buy, Sam's Club, Floor & Decor, Home Depot, and then retail lines of credit as well. Same thing. Amazon has a line of credit for businesses, Home Depot, Best Buy, and etc. So all of these are additional elements that you can add on to your business credit profile to get your score up and to have a diversification. When you guys are approaching lenders to secure funding, not only is it important to make sure that your bank accounts are in order and that your business is in order and that you know what you're doing with your business, but it's also important to ensure that when they pull your business credit profile, there should be a diversification of accounts. Okay? So don't think that having one business credit card is enough, right? That's a good start. But you want to make sure if you do have a business credit card that you also have some vendor accounts. You also have some retail accounts. You also have some additional business credit cards like Capital on Tap, which is very easy to get. Okay. So you want to make sure that you have options so that when a lender pulls your report, they can see, okay, This business not only has business credit, right? But they've got a diverse credit profile, because when they're looking at your entire score, they're looking at your report, every single account that you have contributes to a cumulative credit amount. So all the money, right? All the accounts that you have add up to a total credit number. As in, if you've got $5,000 from Amazon, 5,000 from a gas card, vendor account, another credit card, whatever, you add all those numbers up, you add all those totals up, that's your total credit limit on your business credit profile. So when they're looking, they can see, okay, this business has been around for a year, 2 years, whatever the case is. And yes, they've got multiple vendor accounts, but they've also got a total cumulative credit of $90,000 or $100,000. As in, this business has received $100,000 in credit from these different companies, right? And that's a combination of vendor accounts, that's a combination of retail accounts, that's a combination of business credit cards. So that puts you in a better light than if you just have one account with one credit limit versus having 10 accounts with 10 different limits that are all in good standing. So you want to diversify. All right, comment the word diversify, because I want to make sure y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Comment the word diversify. Okay. Comment the word diversify. That's a good one. Yes, Alexandria. Let's go over some business ideas in just a sec. Boom, diversify. Okay. Capital on tap. Yes. Hey. Capital on tap. There's a lot of different lenders for business loans. A lot. In the challenge, you guys are going to get 1,000 lenders. Literally, it's a whole list that I and my team put together with over 1,000 lenders, both private, real estate lenders, commercial, credit unions, just 1,000 of the best that have historically had good results for lending to businesses. There's really so many. And that's, 1,000 seems like a lot, but I want you guys to understand that too often we try to get funding from one place or two places or three places, and then we throw our hands up and say, no one's approving me, right? Having options means do not give up just because the third person said no, right? You're going to call different institutions, different banks, different companies, figure out what is the best one for you, and then submit your applications. Like, you will get this money. You will get this money, because remember this, it is a benefit to them to lend to you. Okay, just as much as it is a benefit to you to secure these funds, it is also a benefit to them. Thank you so much. It is also a benefit to them to lend to you. Okay, so if a company is saying no, that's just one company, right? At the end of the day, they would have wanted to approve you, but maybe your business credit house wasn't in order, right? They want to approve you. They want to give you money. So you want to ensure that you continue going down the list, because again, it is a benefit for them to lend to you. So the ball is in your court. The game is in your favor. You just have to make sure that you're showing up ready to play the game. And this is why it's so important to have your business credit profile set up. It's also very important to have your bank accounts set up. It's also very important to have a business plan. And it's also very important to make sure that your business is earning money, right? That's another part of securing funding that matters. if you can also show that your business, even if it's not making $100,000 a month or some large amount, but your business is consistently bringing in sales, that is going to help you tremendously with securing funding, because now a lender has the confidence to say, okay, I know this person can pay me back. That's the main thing. They just want to make sure you can make your payments, okay? Exactly. So unique. Oh my goodness. Well, let's go over it. Let me know in the comments what specific denials have you been facing. Yes, for the challenge, we have started accepting into the Facebook group. I believe so, but I'll double check at the end of this. Yes. All right, boom. So let's jump in, okay? So we've talked about how you're going to get your, business credit together, get your house in order, make sure that you've got your score, make sure that you've got your foundation, your accounts. Some lenders are going to ask you for a business plan. You're going to get a business plan template when you join the challenge. So if you don't have one yet, the business plan template I created for you can help you get some core elements to your business plan established, so that if you do get asked this question, you have something that you can provide, okay? Now, outside of traditional lenders like your banks, online lenders, I just want to make sure you guys understand that you are also going to get approved by CDFIs, okay? CDFI stands for Community Development Financial Institution, okay? Community Development Financial Institution. And these are key, okay? A CDFI, its whole goal, it is receiving money from the government to put into businesses that support the growth of the communities in which it is located. So you've got to understand that CDFIs serve every single state across the US, every single county across the US. All you've got to do is go to cdfifund.gov or go to CDFI near me on your Google, and you are going to see lists and lists of community development funds that exist to support and fund businesses like yours that exist in that specific area. So if you're located in Philadelphia, there's a CDFI for that. If you're located in Los Angeles, there's a CDFI for that. If you're located in Atlanta, there's multiple CDFIs for that, okay? So don't always think that your Google search for, business funding with no PG is the only lenders that you have, right? I'm giving you 1,000 lenders when you join the challenge. But even outside of that, you've got to understand that CDFIs are an entire other category of lending that is there to support small minority-owned businesses in that community. Exactly. So you're going to get the bag. You're going to get the bag. You just want to make sure that you're situated correctly in order to get the bag, but you are definitely going to get it. Yes. Baltimore, all different places throughout the US. You are definitely going to get it. CDFIs do lend to startups. Most of the time you need to be in business at least 6 months is like the minimum, but I still consider that a startup. Really, anything less than a year is still a startup, okay? So as long as you have your business entity formed, you've got all those other elements of your foundation laid out, you can apply, all right? So once you get this money, okay, once you get your $50,000 loan or your $100,000 loan or however much you are applying for, the important step in order to start making passive income is to leverage the money that you get and use it to buy an income producing asset. I want you guys to comment 3 letters in the chat. Comment IPA. Comment IPA. I'm just getting started. Where should I start? You're in the right place. Comment IPA, income producing asset. So what is an income producing asset? Oh, thank you for the badges. Oops, hold on, you guys. My live on Instagram cut out. So let me restart it. Okay, boom, bada boom. All right, we're back. Exactly, income producing asset. I don't know what happened Instagram. We cut out really quick, but we're back. Let me just pin this comment. All right, boom, got my comment pinned up. I know, it's always the craziest thing how it'll just cut out randomly, but that's okay. So the last thing I told you guys to do is to comment, hello, thank you, Harper. Is to comment IPA, y'all, for income producing asset. Because the whole point, right, of course, we want to secure funding to be able to grow our business and etc. But the goal is to leverage the funding to buy assets that produce income, okay? That is what is going to start building up your passive income portfolio so that the 50K a year, 100K a year, 500K a year that you guys listed out at the beginning of this live is actually very much possible, okay? Thank you. I love y'all too. So boom, let's put yourself in the position of you've secured your funding, okay? You secured your funding, you've gotten a loan. Now this is most, you can also do this with a line of credit. You can also do this with a business credit card, but you are going to be able to take advantage of a business loan most because remember, a business loan gives you the same payment setup for a set amount of time, right? A line of credit, you know that you essentially start paying back whatever you use right then and there, right? However, a business loan is going to give you the opportunity to make set payments over the course of 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, etc. So you can spread it out. This is going to work in both cases, but I always want you guys to know that you have options, all right? So boom, you secure your funding, you secure your loan. The first step that you should always be paying attention to whenever you are considering getting funding or securing funding is making sure you have a plan for how you're going to make those payments, okay? Because what we don't want is, you know, a lot of the time, the thought process is, oh, just get the funding, figure it out later. No, but these loans have to be paid back. Just because it's in your business name doesn't mean these people will not come to collect on this money, okay? A lot of the time when a lender is asking you for your personal information as a guarantor, it doesn't mean that you're co-signing the loan. It's still only going to report to your business credit. But if you disappear and stop paying, they coming. They coming for you. They coming. Okay. So you definitely want to make sure you've got a plan for how you're going to pay this money back. And that is why you've got to split your loan or your line of credit into 3 categories. So that first category, the first step is getting the bag. So once you secure the funding, once you secure the loan, you've got to make sure that you leverage and take a part of that loan, set it aside to cover your payments for at least 1 to 2 years. So we want to be using the loan to pay back the loan. We want to use the loan to pay back the loan. Now, I know you're thinking, Ellie, if I got $50,000, I don't want to use part of my 50 just to set up my payments, but yes, you do. Okay? So if you get a $50,000 loan, let's say your payments are $500 a month. That's $6,000 for the year or $12,000 for 2 years. You're going to set aside a portion of that money that you got, put it in an account, set those payments on auto pay. So for those 1-2 years, you do not have to worry about making payments on that loan. And you are going to use what's left of that loan to actually make some actions happen, right? That's getting the bag, splitting the bag, and flipping the bag. So you have to set yourself up for success, because anything can happen. If you immediately go and use that entire $50,000, and let's say whatever income producing asset you buy takes time to start making you money, or if you put all that $50,000 into your business and you don't start seeing a return yet, where are these payments coming from? Now you've got interest accruing. Avoid the stress. Avoid the stress. So even if you have to take that $50,000 that you're using and reduce it down to $44,000 or $38,000 because you put some money aside to pay back the loan, that's what you're going to do, because you're buying yourself time. You're buying yourself a year with no payments, or 2 years with no payments, okay? Next step. The next amount of that money, right? Once you've bought yourself 1 to 2 years where you don't need to make your loan payments, you're going to set aside a portion of that loan to go towards your business. This is where your business plan comes in handy, right? So the business plan template you get as a part of the challenge, this comes in handy here because you're going to have a plan for this money. I want you guys to comment the word projections. Comment projections. It's so important for you to have an idea of what you project your business can make with access to a certain amount of funding or whatever, because that lets you know once you get the money, you know what you're actually going to do with it. A lot of the time, y'all, when the money actually is there, we don't always know exactly what we're going to put it into, right? We say things like marketing, we say things like inventory, we say things like a team, but when that money is sitting into your account, what does it mean to actually put money into marketing? There's so many different ways to do that, right? There's ads, there's flyers, there's social media posts, there's YouTube, there's TikTok Shop. There's so many different ways to put money into marketing. So your projections, that specific area of your business plan that you guys also have in the template, help you to list out, when I get $10,000, $20,000, however much, here's exactly where I'm going to put it, and this is the return that I expect to get. So if I were to put $5,000 in ads, based on this, I expect to make back $10,000, okay, just for easy math. That's why projections matter, so that when this money comes, you already have a plan for what you're going to do with it. Exactly. Now, so that money is going into the business, right? Yes, you want to make sure that you're growing your active income, which is your business, at the same time that you are buying income producing assets to grow your passive income. Okay, we're doing two things at once. So we've bought ourselves 1 to 2 years of time. We've bought ourselves 1 to 2 years of time where we don't have to make payments. And now what we've also done is set aside money to go towards our actual business. All right. Now from that $38,000 that's left, so if we put $12,000 to cover our payments for 2 years, out of that $50,000, we've got $38,000 left. We split that up. Let's say we put $20,000 on our business, or maybe $30,000 in our business. We've got about $10,000 left, okay? You can split this however you need to, but I want you guys to understand all the different ways in which you can use the rest of that money to buy assets. Okay, now I'm about to take you guys to one of my favorite websites. Comment your location in the chat. What's your state? I'm just gonna search a state right here, and we are going to find some businesses. Comment your state. I'm trying to remove these crazy people, y'all. YouTube. The people be kind of crazy on YouTube. Okay, I see. Let's see. Even if your credit is not a 700, this is a strategy that is relying on you securing business funding. This has nothing to do with you securing a loan in your personal name. All right, so I'm about to just put in Georgia. That's one of the businesses that I saw. Let's go ahead and just search all industries. And let's make our budget about $10,000 or $15,000 because we've got some options. So let me just adjust the price range. So let's do a max of 50K. Okay, that'll give us a pretty big window. All right, so this website that I'm on is bizbuysell.com. So let me turn this around and show you guys. bizbuysell.com. Now, I want you guys to really think about this, okay? Remember, buying an income-producing asset isn't just a car. It isn't just real estate, right? These assets produce income. It's not just a vending machine or a truck. You guys know I bought my first truck back in 2021, and it's still on the road, okay? So those are great income-producing assets. But a business is also something that you can buy. And I want you guys to pay attention to what is going on, right? In 2020, a lot of businesses closed down, unfortunately, because of the pandemic. You know, they weren't able to stay afloat, which presented a big opportunity for people who were in position to buy those businesses at a discounted rate. Always think about it. The market is always going to bounce back. Okay, so even when things like that happen, it's going to come back up. And look at 2021, right? A lot of things were crazy in 2020. People bought those businesses, and now those businesses are back making money. So you've got to think about, there's people all the time who have started a business, who have built it up, and who are ready to sell. It doesn't mean anything is wrong with the business. Some people are just, in their 50s and 60s, they want to retire. Some people's entire strategy is to build a business for 5 to 10 years and sell it. That's their exit plan, okay? So buying businesses is key. So let's look at some of these businesses. And YouTube, I'm going to turn my phone around too. So here we've got a financial service business, 100% turnkey. This business costs $39,000 to buy, and the cash flow is $92,000. Okay, let me turn this a little bit so y'all can see me. So when we click, we can read a little bit about this business. So remember, these prices are negotiable, okay? So this is just what we're seeing on the site. $39K, cash flow is $92K. You can see some details about the business here. You're essentially buying something that is already set up and you're taking over. Look at this other example. A cleaning business. $16,000 to purchase. This business is online based, run from home, and is already set up. Okay? It is already set up. $16,000 to buy. Gross revenue is $175,000. Now, I'm not signed in right now, so we can't see all the details of the numbers, but this is to give you a high-level overview. So if you leverage that loan to buy this business for $16K, your revenue is $175,000 a year. Let's say if the profit margin is 50%, you're still making, what, $85,000 a year? You're making your money back from a business that you bought. Comment buy the business in the chat. Comment buy the business. Here's another one. Food truck, $18,000. This is specifically selling the asset. But think about what you can do with this. You can rent out the food truck to a company that needs it. You can redo the food truck and sell it. I think the most profitable thing to do would be to rent it out. This is just in Georgia. Smoke shop, $30,000. I don't know nothing about that, but from what I understand, it makes a lot of money. Okay? It's already placed. It's on a high traffic road. You're seeing what your costs are. Some of these sellers will offer financing, as you can see. Okay, boom. The lease is already up and it won't expire until 2 years from now. Custom apparel decorating, tutoring business, home care services. All of these are businesses that you can buy that are already making money. Now I'm going to put in another location so that you guys can see. Some of my favorite ones to find on this website are things like vending routes or ATM routes, okay? You've got to understand, and I know you might be thinking, well, if somebody has 12 vending machines, why do they want to sell? But think about you, right? We get tired of our jobs. Why do we want to quit our job even when our job pays our bills? We get tired. We want to switch into something else. We want to sell that business and take that money and invest it into something else. So I don't want you guys to think that buying a business means something is wrong with the business. It's always an opportunity. And this is why you do your research. This is why you contact the seller. We're going to go over this entire strategy in full in the challenge, but I'm showing you this so that you know what is possible. Y'all know I'm not going to show you anything unless it's already good. So here's a vending machine location that they're selling, including the machine that you can buy directly. So it's already got the customers. It's already got the traffic. It's already got the spot, okay? It looks like they're selling it for $7,000 and it makes about $1,200 a month. So you're buying it for $7K. It's already going to cash flow you $12,000 to $13,000 a year. So the same year that you buy it, you're making your money back. This avoids you, right? Thinking about buying businesses puts you in position to just get in and start making money. Nothing wrong with not buying a business, but this is passive income. Ooh, there's some other good ones. Let's do Texas. Let's do Texas real quick. And then we're going to look at other examples too. All right, so let's do Texas. Oh, okay, a scooter shop. Hold on, what is this? Let me turn my camera. I go on this website at least once a week, and I didn't see this last week, so this is interesting. I've been thinking when we leave Senegal if we would move back to Texas. So that's part of why I've been on here looking. Okay, boom, y'all. So look. I'm sorry, YouTube. I need to turn my camera around too. So here is a county signs company. They're selling it for $25,000. It looks like the estimated cash flow is $50. Oh, okay. Here we go. $25,000 to buy this county signs business. Gross revenue is $300,000. Here is how much inventory you have on hand. Here is your rent. So they're telling you what your fixed costs are up front. And I'm assuming there's already employees. Yes, you already are going to have 2 employees. Everything that's in there, including the fixtures, etc., is already included. This is a franchise. That's always something good to look for because you know if it's a franchise that it's already been successful, right? Let's think about franchises. Chick-fil-A is a franchise. So every Chick-fil-A you see, someone owns that franchise. When you're looking at buying businesses, seeing one that's from a franchise is a perk because franchises take care of their franchisees. So you know that the overall brand probably already has recognition, already has popularity, is already known, and your franchise location gets to benefit from the fact that this brand is known. This is why pretty much every Chick-fil-A that gets opened is successful, because Chick-fil-A itself has already done the job of making the brand known. Okay, so listen, franchising, that's a whole other bag that I will talk more about in the challenge, but this is actually very interesting. 25,000 to make $300,000 in revenue. It looks like that cash flow is between 50 to 75. I don't know if that's monthly. I'm sure that's probably yearly. But again, you're making your money back the same year that you buy the asset, the same year that you buy the business. This is a pool service route. This is another vending route. It's just, drop a gem in the chat if this is making sense. Because I can stay on here all day. YouTube, let me show you guys the site, okay? Drop a gem in the chat if this is making sense. So here we are, we're on Biz Buy Sell. And so I'm showing you guys an established signs company that is a franchise. They're selling it for $25K, which includes the inventory, it includes the space, it includes the furniture. And I looked at their reason for wanting to sell, and it says family reason. So that could mean, God forbid, but maybe someone is sick, maybe they want to move, so many different things. It doesn't always mean that the business isn't working. Sometimes people just have to switch paths, okay? So this is an opportunity for you, even if you don't live in the state of Texas or whatever state you're looking at buying the asset in. Because of the fact that it's already got employees, it's already got its customer base, it's already got people, you can plug and play, buy it and go. And you're getting all of this by leveraging other people's money. Remember, I'm not telling you to go out and take $39,000 out of your account. You're going to leverage your business to secure business funding and then follow my strategy of getting the bag, splitting the bag, and flipping the bag to take a part of that loan and use it to buy an asset that is going to make you money. So every time you guys think about getting funding, right, which is what majority of businesses need, they need funding. What I want you to also think about when you think about getting funding, yes, think about what you're going to do to make your own business run. But more importantly, think about, I need funding. Here's what I'm going to buy that's going to make me passive income. We got to start changing the narrative and the conversation. Funding is absolutely important to your business. Every Black-owned business should have it. This is a part of why I do what I do. And I've been talking about funding for the last 3 years because businesses need it. But in addition to that, we've got to be playing the game smarter and recognize that funding is not only an asset to make our business more money, but it is an asset to grow our portfolio. So your business, right? One stream of income is always too close to none. Whether it's a job, whether it's a business. We don't want to just be putting our money into our one business because guess what? That's still one stream of income. This is why you have to get the bag, split the bag, and flip the bag. So that yes, you're putting money into your business, you're growing your business, but you are also future-proofing yourself by leveraging that funding and putting it into an asset that is going to make you money, regardless of if it has to do with your business or not. This is how we get out of the cycle. This is how you are building wealth. This is how we ensure that you never go back to being broke. I'm speaking that over your life this year. Whatever financial situation you are in, it's going to end. Whatever financial turmoil you are in, this is its last moment having power over your life. Things are going to change for you this year. Financial freedom is your truth for this year. Even doing this strategy one time, when you come to this challenge and you sit in this class with me, which we start on Sunday, okay? So when you're in this class, understanding how to get passive income, understanding how to get funding and leverage it to passive income, let me explain to you, even doing this one time, getting one income producing asset, creating one additional income stream, it's like something unlocks. Comment never broke again in the chat. We need to go ahead and affirm this. Speak this into existence. Comment never broke again in the chat. Y'all know why I keep my EBT card in my wallet? Because it is a reminder to me, I am not going back. God willing, I am not going back. So every day when I open my wallet, whether I'm at the store or whatever, and I'm pulling out my card and I see it, it fires me up. I'm like, thank you, God, for where you have brought me from. And please, God, help me to make sure I never go back. Help me to make sure I, use this money wisely. Help me to make sure I'm always thinking about what other assets can I get to propel me forward in wealth instead of buying liabilities that are going to send me back. How can we be putting our money towards things like a $25,000 sign business versus 10 Louis Vuitton bags, which also cost $25,000? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. This is going to set you free. Louis Vuitton bags are going to make you cute, but once you set up your income producing assets, you can have all the Louis Vuitton bags you want. We can have all the other things that we want, but get the asset first and let the asset pay for the liability. That's the plan. When you start making money, when you start getting funding, when we start this challenge, all of the money that you begin to make or continue to make, the funding that you start to get, use that to buy assets. Then let the assets pay for the liabilities and make that the cycle. But don't put the money or the funding into the liabilities and then wonder why there's no assets. I'm gonna look at that EBT card every day to make sure that we don't go back. I want you to claim that whatever financial situation you are in, we start this challenge on Sunday. You are going to get out of this rut. You are going to increase your income. So even on a smaller scale, right? We've looked at some income producing assets you can buy for $25,000. Even if we look at something like a used car. I don't know if I can access CarMax from here because I'm in Africa, but let me see. Excuse me. Okay, boom. I'm on Carvana. I'm on cars.com. So my first car on Turo was my $7,000 2008 Audi that I bought when I got divorced in 2020. Okay, right around the time I was starting my business. My mom actually bought it for me because really I didn't have no money. But that is the first car that I started putting on Turo, an economy car. So let's say we want to work with $10,000 or less. Okay, I'm about to show you how that $10,000 that you get from a loan, a line of credit, whatever the case, can literally turn into passive income for you this year. Not next year, not 2026, not 2030, this year, okay? This year. So boom, we're looking for new and used, 10K. Let's do all models. I'm not gonna put a zip code, we're just gonna search. All right, now we're letting this pull up at the same time. Let's go to Turo.com. Let's go to Turo.com and we wanna just do a quick search of the average Turo rental. One thing I want you guys to realize when we think about renting out cars, right? We often think you need a super expensive vehicle in order to make money. But what is the majority of our economy? And what are the majority of the people in our economy able to afford? Not a $300 a day Range Rover, not a $500 a day Lamborghini, right? The average person is still making $60,000 a year, which means that they may be in position to get a car for $50 to $75 a day. So we're looking up average rental price on Turo. Exactly. You can see right here that the average rental is anywhere between $43 a day to $69 a day. So what does that mean? That means you need to pay attention to the economy market. Yes, you can enter the luxury market. Definitely, you know, I rent out my G-Wagon, I rent out my Escalade. But again, that economy market is what will get you stable, secure, passive income. So when we're on cars.com, boom, we have a $9,000 Mazda Sport. We have a $9,000 Jeep. Do y'all know what the most popular car on Turo is? The third most popular car is a Jeep. So we've got this $9,000 Jeep that you can buy in cash because of the fact that you leveraged your loan. Boom, we take this Jeep, we put it on Turo for, let's say, $55 a day. We could probably even do more than that, but just to keep the numbers easy. The car is bought in cash. We don't have any payments. Now we've got this income producing asset that's in our business name. We put it on Turo, $55 a day. Let's say it rents for 29 days out of the month. That's $1,500 a month. Let's take out expenses because you probably have car insurance. So $1,400 profit times 12. That's $16,000 in that 1 year with that one car. You use $10,000 to buy it. So guess what? You already made your money back and then some. Now there's two things you can do. Once you get to the end of this year with this $9,000 Jeep that you bought in cash because you leveraged your loan, you can take that $16,000 and be excited. You made $16,000 in passive income, or you can repeat the process. Comment repeat the process if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Comment repeat the process if you're picking up what I'm putting down. She said, how does this work for someone who doesn't live in the US? I love that you said that because right now I live in Senegal, West Africa. So really quick, you can form a business entity in the US even if you are not a US citizen. Okay? I know a lot of Senegalese who live here who go back and forth to the US on a business visa because they have business entities in the US, but they don't want to live there. And I don't blame them because the US is a little bit ghetto. But you can form a business entity in the US even if you don't live there. You can open up the bank account using a virtual address. You can secure an EIN. You can get a loan. You can purchase the asset. All you need to have is a registered agent and probably a US contact, someone who can look over your assets. But everything that I'm telling you, you can still do this even if you don't have, you know, a social security number as a US citizen. You can do it with an EIN. So what I say, repeat the process. So we made $16,000 by the end of the year with this one economy car. So now we can either buy two for $8,000 a piece, or we can go get something a little bit nicer. So let's say we move our budget up to, let's say we move our budget up to $15,000. Let's move our budget up to $15,000 that we want to get a car. And oh, we got some options. We have a Land Rover for $11,000. We have a Dodge Durango for $10,500. We have a Kia Sportage, 2020 for $12,000. Okay. So now, boom, we get a second car, right? Or a third, depending on how you want to split up that profit. And because this car is a little nicer, we can rent it for a little bit more, right? So maybe instead of $55 a day, we can probably do $70 a day. So let's do $70. It gets rented 29 days out of the month. That is just over $2,000. So with your insurance that you have to pay, remember, you still have the other car. This is just this other car, okay? So let's say we take a little bit out for insurance, $2,000 plus the $1,400 that you made from the other car, because your Jeep is still on there. Now we added this nice Land Rover for $11,000. Now you're making $3,000 and change a month, which adds up to just under $40,000 for the year because you rinse and repeat. So now you've got two cars making $40,000. And remember back to our first step. What do we do with that loan that we got? We use the loan to pay back the loan, right? So y'all was like, oh, Ellie, I want to use the whole amount. But because you use the loan to pay back the loan, you haven't made payments for your entire first year. You also haven't made payments on this loan for your entire second year. So by this point, you've made over $50,000 between buying the car in year one and then adding a second or third car in year two. And you still have not had to take any of that money and make a payment on your loan. Because you used the loan to pay back the loan. Drop a gem in the chat if that's making sense. Like, I don't know if y'all get excited the way I get excited. But when I started to do this for myself, and then I started to teach it to my students, and then my students started to buy cars and put them on Turo, my students started to get vending machines, my students started to get real estate, I was like, oh my God, the recipe is working. And imagine if they had taught this to us in high school. Imagine if this was a core curriculum class in college. Understanding how to use this system. This system already exists in the US. Do y'all know that Burger King is not even a US-based company? It's a Canadian company. Burger King is an international entity. They just use the system that exists in the US to have their business in the US, but that is a Canadian brand. They are not US citizens. So you're using the system that already exists, and now we're using it to our benefit. So now when you look at a loan, you don't see the loan the same as how someone else sees the loan who's only thinking about getting money. When you see a business, when you see funding, because of the fact that you're with me, because of the fact that you're coming to this challenge, because of the fact that you're taking these classes, you see opportunity. I want you to comment the word opportunity. You see opportunity. You see, you look at $10,000 and you don't think about the clothes, the shoes, the bags, the hair that you can buy. You see $10,000 and you think about the asset that you can buy. You think about the fact that $10,000 is also equivalent to buying 4 or 5 vending machines, which is also equivalent to you making about $3,000 to $4,000 a month passively, which is also equivalent to you making $48,000 a year. So $10,000 means something very different to us than it means to somebody else. And I love it. And this is why y'all need to make sure you're in the challenge. Because if we could do this in an hour and 15 minutes or so on live, we haven't even gotten into the templates, the contracts, the strategy, everything that I'm going to give you in the challenge to actually execute. This is high level for you to see that it's possible, so that by the time we start on Sunday, which is day 1 of the challenge, you're ready to go. You're ready to go. I can't even count. Hundreds of people have used what I've taught them and currently have cars on Turo, on hire car. They're making money. They have vending machines. They have real estate. This works. Comment ready in the chat if you're ready. Comment ready in the chat if you are ready for the challenge. Comment ready in the chat if you are ready to spend these 6 days getting financially free. We start on Sunday. It's time. We are here. The moment has arrived. It is Black History Month. Beyonce just released a country album. Usher just did the Super Bowl. Can't nobody tell us nothing. This is your time. This is your month. It is time for us to reclaim everything. We are coming for all the bags. Please give us a big check. You are going to go get the check. You're going to create your own opportunities. It's time. It's time. So here's what we're going to do, y'all. I'm actually going and making a few more seats available. We have about 20 seats left to the challenge before we are sold out, okay? And I want to make sure that you guys secure your seat. There's already hundreds of y'all who have, and so I'm very proud of those of you who have, but those of you who haven't, do not let this moment pass you by. Listen, again, Beyonce just released a country album. We are officially unstoppable. It is your time, okay? So here's what you're going to get when you join the challenge. Not only are you getting the bonuses I mentioned, your list of lenders, you're also getting the business plan template, but you are also going to get, and I'm going to read them off to you straight from the portal. You are getting 1,000 ChatGPT prompts, my passive income course, the business plan template, the marketing plan template, your digital product workbook, a list of 1,000 business grants. So in addition to the 1,000 lenders, I'm giving you 1,000 business grants that you can start applying for this month, grant proposal templates, and the best part, and we didn't even get to talk about this in the live today, but on day 1, we have our digital products and digital marketing day. You guys are going to get my done for you digital product bundle. Done for you. So I've already created the digital products. I've already done the class. I've already put together the strategy. You are literally going to get this business in a box that you can start selling in your business and keep 100% of the profits. So all you have to do is change the colors on your ebook or class or workbook of these digital products that I've created. Upload your picture if you want to. You can also do this completely faceless. It's designed for you to do it with yourself on it or without you on it. You are going to add in your own little, wording, whatever you want to change, and boom, you keep 100% of the profits. I've done it for you. All you have to do is put it in your business and start making money, okay? And that is like the biggest bonus for sure. Alone, anything done for you is $3,000 and up. This is free with your ticket to the challenge, which is crazy in a great way. So let me show you guys. Now, as a VIP, you guys are going to get all of this for only $397, which is literally like $60 a day. So we're spending 6 days together, $60 a day. You're getting all these bonuses and you have lifetime access to these bonuses. This is not like once the challenge is over, you're locked out. You have lifetime access to every single thing in here. So you have 2 ways to join. VIP $397 gets you all these benefits. You can also join General for $97, which just gets you access to the room. So I was only able to open up 10 slots, okay? But YouTube, let me drop the link so that y'all don't get beat out. I'm dropping the link in the chat real quick. for you guys to join VIP. Instagram, you are going to go to the link in my bio. So you're going to go to my page right now. There's 10 seats available. I'm trying to stretch it out before we get to Sunday. You're going to click on the link in my bio, which will take you here to the challenge. Boom. And then you will see everything I just mentioned. So we start on Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern. It is online, okay, virtual. Everything is recorded. All these bonuses. And again, 2 ways to join. Now, of course, VIP is the best option. You're getting all these bonuses, including the done for you bonus. But I also have a general option for you to get in the room. Whatever you do, just make sure that you do not miss out. Before you say, you know, a lot of the time we tell ourselves the things that we can't afford. I want you to start thinking about things in the frame of not necessarily what does something cost in this moment, but what does it cost for you to not go? What does it cost for you to not get the information? The 1,000 grants, that costs, right? That's hundreds of thousands of dollars in potential money. The passive income, that costs. We already did a calculation. You see how fast you're going to make $50,000 by following this strategy. That's a cost. These digital product done for you offers, the fact that you don't have that, that's a cost. That's how you start thinking about the cost of things. It's not the cost up front. It's actually the cost on the back end. I do not want you to miss out on this because let's be honest, this is the last challenge that I'm doing before my maternity leave. After this, y'all probably not gonna see me till September, and I love you. But that's exactly why I have set this up to happen at this time of the year so that I can get you guys ready, get you guys, you know, the information that you need so that you can execute. So when I go and relax and feed this child, y'all are making money. Because don't wait until I come back in September, because then you only have 3 months. You need to join right now. I'm trying to get y'all hooked up right now so that you have the whole year of 2024 to put these strategies. Okay, cool. So I see 2 of you guys already got your seats. Congratulations. That means we have 8 left. All right, I'm gonna just give you guys a second to grab it because you're gonna have to, if you're on Instagram, go to my profile, click on this link in my bio, Linktree. That'll take you to this first link. And then boom, you wanna go ahead and secure your seat. One other thing I wanna mention is that you can use Affirm, Klarna Afterpay, if you are already familiar with those programs to split up your payments. But just make sure you put your email address correctly because this is a tax write-off, okay? So my business is a digital education and consulting company. So anything you ever get from me is a tax write-off. So when you get a copy of your receipt, you're going to be able to write this off of your taxes. So just make sure you put your email correctly. That way that receipt can come to you right away and you can be good to go. All right, YouTube, I'm dropping the link for you guys. Same thing for you all, YouTube. You can use Affirm, Klarna Afterpay. Just make sure you put your email address correctly so you get the tax write-off. Ooh, okay, we have 6 left. Congratulations to the 4 of you guys who have secured your seat. And I'm going to just add on y'all's done for you bundle. Hold on. So as you guys are joining, I'm adding this on to your enrollment. So y'all have about 2 more minutes to grab before these 10 seats are gone. And I am. Okay, congratulations. I'm enrolling you right now. All right, we got 5 left. We got 5 left. Yes, exactly, Tammy. Let your tax person know. Give them a copy. If you use QuickBooks, upload your receipt to QuickBooks. It's already going to go ahead and calculate it for you. So you'll be able, it's just already going to build it into one of your tax write-offs. Every time you invest in yourself as a business owner for business education, it's a tax write-off. So any classes, books, courses, mentorships, one-on-ones, anything that you buy with someone who's actually a consultant, and that's how their business is formed, it's a tax write-off. So always make sure that you ask that question, because that makes it free. Like, you know, when you write this off of your taxes, you're essentially getting that money back, which is amazing. It's so beneficial to invest in yourself. And that's why this challenge is so worth it. So listen, imagine the fact that we went over in here how to make $50,000-$60,000 in passive income in just 1 hour. We did a high level overview of how you can actually do this when you guys are in class. And remember, we're covering a lot of topics in this week, but our passive income class is day 3. Okay. So this time next Tuesday, we'll be covering passive income. So we're going over how you're going to buy businesses. You're going to get contracts if you choose to go the vending machine route so that you know how to set it up. Contracts if you choose to go the ATM route, and then a step-by-step for what you need to look out for, what type of insurance you need to get if you choose to go the churro route, okay? So you're gonna get a high level of detail and implementation there. But if you can see what's possible in just 1 hour, imagine what you're going to do in 6 days of commitment to class to actually getting it done. That's the difference between being in the room and just, not being in the room, is that in the challenge, you're going to be doing the work on your laptop. I want you to go to the website. Exactly. And get in the room. Okay. Bend over. If all of this stuff is accessible to people and they can do it on their own, have you done it? Ben, have you done it? I didn't think so. Ben, thank you for your input. But unless you have some receipts to show us, no thanks. Thanks, Ben. Bye. Because you don't always have a person come up in here talking about, oh, well, you could just ask ChatGPT. Okay, Ben, go to ChatGPT and ask it how you're going to make $100,000 a month with digital products. Go do it. And then tell me when you start making $100,000 a month. Please go ask ChatGPT how you're going to make this passive income. And then come back to me and show me what you're making. Because just, if you don't want to level up, just say that. If you don't want to become financially free and go to a class and get the information and be in a community, just say that. But don't try to ChatGPT me to death. Okay? Because I want to actually teach people stuff. I don't want to just tell people to go on ChatGPT and try to figure it out themselves. That's losing your time. If I can get you there faster, that's what I'm going to do. Y'all, we got 4 left, okay? We got 4 left. So here's what you're going to do, guys. I want you to, I'm actually getting all of you guys situated. So when you log into your portal, you're going to see all your bonuses. You're going to see your welcome guide. Y'all, we start on Sunday, so it's officially like a 5-day countdown. So what you're going to do, if you're still working on getting your seat, DM me the word passive income. Okay, that's the key word for today, so that my team knows you're in this live. I've already made additional space available, even though we're almost sold out. DM me passive income. I'm going to get you your seat. We're going to get you locked in so that you can be in this challenge starting on Sunday. All right. DM me passive income. Yes. All right. We've got 4 left. So shout out to the 6 of you guys who have gotten your seats so far. The rest of you will be able to get it. Just DM me passive income and we'll get you your seat to the challenge. Okay. Love y'all. This was so fun. I will see you guys tomorrow and I will see you guys on Sunday for day 1. Don't forget to log into your portal and start getting all your downloads. Okay. Bye. YouTube, the link is right here. Yes, split payment is available. So you've got Affirm, you've got Klarna, you've got Afterpay. You can split it however you need to split it. Shout out to you, Jay. Let's get you to 100K a month. You can split it however you need to split it. And let me just show you guys all the bonuses that you're going to get. So remember, when you join this challenge, you are getting all these bonuses, including a list of 1,000 lenders, all these different ways that you are benefiting. And these are all free, okay? Free. Plus the digital done for you bundle, okay? So this is going to include digital products that I've created for you to start selling in your business. And you are going to keep 100% of this profit. So those of you who want to start making more money with digital products, digital marketing, but you have kind of no idea how to do that, that bundle is for you. All you're going to do is plug it right into your business, start selling, and then you are in position to make money. So joining as a VIP gets you all those bonuses. And yes, Affirm, Klarna, and Afterpay are available for your VIP ticket. And there's also a few more general tickets left if you join general, but general doesn't get all the bonuses. Yes, I'm so excited. Thank you, Rashana. So you guys go ahead and secure your seat. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me here on YouTube or send me a DM on Instagram and we will get you guys locked in. But we start on Sunday. So don't let someone claim you out of your spot, okay? We start on Sunday. That is day 1. So make sure you secure your seat by then so you can get in the room. All right, awesome, Miss Tweety. So as a VIP as well, you get to ask questions. So when we're at the summit, in case I don't see your message before we start, make sure you ask me at the summit too, because it could help other people. VIP is only $397 for all 6 days, plus all those bonuses, which is like $60 a day. So it's a no-brainer. And yes, you do have split pay available for that price as well. So DG gang, I can't wait to see you. Britt Brat, I can't wait to see you. Rashana, I can't wait to see you. Miss Tweety, I can't wait to see you. All of you guys who are getting your seat, can't wait to see you. Make sure you do that before Sunday when we start for day 1.